Hi guys, I'm Daddy Freeze, convener of the Free the Sheeple movement and leader of the Free Nation in Christ. I greet you and I bring glad tidings. Esther Omorui, how are you doing? This is the first time I've seen you join me live when it's not a preaching session during the week. How are you doing? I mean, they see you. Somebody said abroad is a mortuary for marriages. What are your thoughts? Daily sings. So, I'm just going to give you a few tips, and then I'll hand over to you guys to have this particular conversation. It is a you conversation, not a me conversation, because I don't live abroad. I go abroad from time to time, but since I don't live abroad, I can only suggest. However, I have a lot of people who reach out to me regularly and share their stories with me, and I have a pool of these stories that I can pick from, and then that also helps influence my ideologies. If you're watching on YouTube, super chat, super stickers, and super likes. Keep popping them. So, someone said Nigerian marriages are full of pretenders. Yes and no. Now, I'm going to give you the plus and the minus. I'm going to give you the reality and the balance. Now, abroad, and also in Nigeria too, the tendency to stay in a bad marriage exists both abroad and in Nigeria. Abroad, you will most likely not put up with cheating as a woman. In Nigeria, you might have to deal with it. Be okay, oh, this one, not cheating, they there. Now, normal thing to cheat. You understand? For Niger, abroad women no go take am from you. However, abroad is the other way around. Women will cheat and men will take it. In Nigeria, men will cheat and women will take it. Abroad, women will cheat and men will take it. Primarily because it's a woman's world. And unless you are making less money than the woman, which usually is not the case in Nigerian situations, you will have to put up with a lot. So, and as a man, if you are making more money than the woman and your woman is cheating, but you can't prove it, and even if you prove it, they can still claim that it's because of neglect, you were working too much, you didn't have time for your woman. We've seen quite a few cases like that. So, abroad, one of the dangers is men will have to swallow nonsense, while in Nigeria, women have to swallow nonsense. I was telling you the story of a young lady who called me and said that Daddy Fresh is going through issues with her marriage and her husband is threatening to take away the kids from her, blah, 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 blah. And I'm like, tell me your story. And she said, yeah, that she got married according to Muslim tradition and what is it called? Traditionally. I said, that there's nothing I can do to help you. How will you as a woman allow them to marry you traditionally? How will you allow them to marry you traditionally without any form of court wedding? Tradition favors the men. It is believed, according to tradition, that the man owns his children. You must give him back his children. So if you are leaving a man traditionally, you have to give him his children. And what's the excuse that you want to leave the man? He's cheating on you. So you want to go and face Nigerian men and tell them that you are leaving one of them because he's cheating on you, you're gonna have you're gonna have to probably hypnotize them. You see, most Nigerian traditions, is he feeding you? Yes. Is he taking care of the children? Yes. Does he buy you pomade to rub your body? Yes. Their children's school fees, is he paid? Yes. You don't have an excuse. Most Nigerian traditions, those are the questions they will ask you. And once you say yes, then you are a problem woman. They will now tell the man to at the head. They will also ask, has he brought the woman home? You say no. Then they'll tell you that it's not your business. I've seen, there was a girl that told me that she faced Umuna meeting, and she said her husband, they bench him every day. You understand? Her husband, they bench him every day. And every day, the husband, they bench him, the husband, they bench him. So she can't go complain for Umuna meeting. The answer where they give him, make I just, they said, and the husband is benching you every day, blah, 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 blah. They ask him, say, in they feed you? Say yes. Is there food in the house? Say yes. The children, do they have clothes? Said yes. Do you have clothes? She said yes. Is everything okay around the house? Yes. But the husband to the bench him. They tell her, say, as long as a man is providing and you cannot fault his provision, you cannot tell him no. That was what she told me. And I've had like two similar stories. Then they can't tell her, say, but there is another thing that they can tell her, that if she feels that the benching is too much and she can't handle it, that she should advise the husband to marry a younger wife that will be able to handle it so that the pressure will not be on her too much. I say the advice. Say, go home and give it to the man. And if you know you cannot hand it over to the man and you feel it is too stressful, advise him to marry a younger woman so that the pressure will not be on you alone. There will be another younger woman to share the responsibility. Now, so they judge the matter. So, my friend can't tell me, say, she go house, go begin to drink vitamin E. Good evening, Chichi Obama, my darling sister. She begin to drink vitamin E. She begin go gym, they work out, so that she go get power for acrobatics. That was how they judged the matter. Say, so in short, if you live in Nigeria and you are married, you no go fit tell your husband no. If you tell her no, he go marry new wife, join you. That is how it is judged. Now, if they born you well, make you cheat, they go pack your load, put for your head, and you will live without your children. If you are living. It's not like that abroad. Once you get abroad, just be ready for a shift. Once you get abroad, it now becomes a woman's world. And many men are not used to a woman's world. You understand what I'm telling you? Abroad people understand, say woman get headache. Nigerian man, no, they understand. Now, when your wife has a headache, imagine, say, your bola don't they disturb you since morning. You won't go home, go bench. You shout the man, say, you go reach house, you can't reach house. Your wife can't tell you, say, you get headache. For Nigeria, you get two options. You go do one with the headache, or you go leave am for house with the headache, go find another place, enjoy yourself. America, you get only one option. You enter the house, you go sleep with the thing. You go worry you, your head go on bust, but now so you go be. Na so abroad be. Because if you pressure around with the headache, you go enter problem. And if you leave am and you go outside go do, you go enter problem. So na lose situation for you. So Naija kind thing, na problem e go cause. You go wake that woman say, Baba, take Panadol. This thing we are doing it this night. Somebody say Sophie every day. Baba, if you get and reach level, Sophie no dey do anything, no go work. Now the minor one, guys, I lie. Now the minor ones, now that one they. So now the funny thing is, if you marry Oyinbo fit still pity you. The worst na Naija babes we don't dey abroad. That one and the hybrid, they don't join the wickedness of Naija with the wickedness of abroad together. Those ones, they no agree you. Oyinbo go just look and say in love you. He no want make you. The Oyinbo on the day when he not stop to love you, your problem just start. But while Oyinbo love you, anything where you want Oyinbo will give you, as long as she knows say she go use and make you happy. Oyinbo sabi worship people inside love. You understand what I'm telling you? AKT, if no be ghetto AKT, is somewhere in between Naija, we don't go abroad, we don't believe, so, oh my God, I have rights. I'm going to use these rights. AKT, they somewhere in between. Sometimes they feel act like Oyinbo, sometimes they feel act like Naija, they're in between, unpredictable. So what am I saying in essence? All these things you need to understand as a man and as a woman when you are leaving Nigeria to go abroad. As they push you, they push you, they push you. Oh, yeah, go abroad. Abroad is better. And no lie, the money where you don't make for Nigeria, on the average, you will make it abroad. Even though there are people still making money in Nigeria, if you go abroad, everybody that goes abroad has the chance of making money. In Nigeria, 1% of the population or 2% of the population have the chance of making money. So most people run abroad because of financial reasons, and also because abroad is more safe. You can raise your children. You can raise your children. Miss Linda say, Oyinbo no they take rubbish. When Oyinbo love you, they no go see them as rubbish. Now, when they stop to love you, you miss my point. Oyinbo will take almost anything from you apart from outright cheating. It's not that they know it's not rubbish. They will take it because they love you and they feel that it will make you happy. They will take it from you until the day they stop to love you. The moment they stop to love you like this, anything you do becomes rubbish. Niger women, on the other hand, are more transactional. Thank you, Timoski. God bless you. Niger are more transactional. From the moment you meet a Niger girl, everything you do is transaction. Oyinbo will not enter relationship with you transactionally. Oyinbo go love you. I don't see Oyinbo love before. Oyinbo loved. They very deep. But as they love very deep now, so they tune off. And when they tune off, it's not you, it's me. Scenario. They don't tire. For no reason, you don't. They just feel they want to do something else. Sometimes when Oyinbo decide that they are going to leave you, they are going to leave you because they are just done. It's simple. Niger woman go calculate. From the moment they meet each other, they decide you up. Is Niger relationships are very transactional. Even when there is love, behind the love, there's a transaction. Now, the transactional relationship works because if there's no love and the transaction is there, you can still manage the relationship. Oyinbo people, they work on love. 90% of them. Once that love ends, nothing where you want to do them, they are not doing again. Finish, it don't end. Once Oyinbo tell you it's over, it's over. You don't enter, it's not you, it's me. So my advice for Nigerians is be prepared for where you are going. You can be delivered from financial mess in Nigeria and go and enter emotional mess where you no go fit come out from. Chichi Obama said, when I was growing up, it was 100% love, no money. Never in Nigeria. You must have misunderstood it. There's no time in Nigeria when marriage was not transactional. It has always been the level of the transaction now can be different. Marriage in Nigeria has always been 100% transaction. What am I bringing? What am I getting? Not transaction. This is what I will give. As I give you this, what do I get? Oyibo man, the only transaction is I love you, you love me. Finish. We'll work things out. Someone say Oyibo love the quick to expire. Sometimes it's because they can't understand how you are behaving. Sometimes it's because they are just tired. There's nothing. Sometimes you ask them what went wrong. They say nothing. I just want to try something else. So a lot of you did not get married for transaction. Did not mean they didn't marry you for transaction. Let me break your heart. You might not have married for transaction. You cannot tell me that the person that married you did not marry you for transaction. It's not you. You can only decide for yourself. 90% of the time, even you will not marry for transaction. The person will marry you for transaction. Somebody say, is that love when they want to try something else? It just expires. That's why I say sometimes that transactional marriage too, it dey good, because if you fall out of love, but there's still a transaction that is going on that is useful. For instance, me and Rosemary, we open a car wash. We have 50-50 of the business. We don't invest. Even if me and Rosemary not be friends again, I have two things. Either I sell my portion of the car wash, or we continue boning ourselves and working and making the money. So there is something that is keeping us together. In a pure love relationship with no transaction, once that love ends, forget that nonsense. Say love never buys is nonsense. Love they buy well. Once that love buy like this, there's nothing else holding the two of you together. Now, in a transactional relationship, you can fall in love, fall out of love, but because the person you are in the relationship with is doing what they are supposed to be doing and you are doing what you're supposed to be doing, there's a transaction going on. It will keep you. You can fall in love again, or stand in love this time, manage, fall out of love, come back together again. You can go and come several times emotionally, because the transaction is what is holding you there. That's why sometimes it is dangerous to enter relationships that don't have any form of transactional background. Once you end the end. So when you go abroad, understand as a man that I'm the man of this house. This is my house. It has ended. You are not the man of any house. I'm a rogue by you. No, ẹ̀yin lẹ lọ̀rọ̀ lénìí, ẹ̀yin lẹ máa sọ̀rọ̀. Ha! Don't tell me I'm a transaction. No, just talk your own. As you see him, as a minister to you, just talk him. I'm just shocked. No, because you're saying that, because me and my husband, I've been knowing my husband for the past 27 years. We grew up together. We
He was in law school. I was in school. We're just doing our own thing. He got bar association, American bar association. That time when Nigerians were lawyers were coming from Nigeria. That's how
Did
he
you go
came to
to
America.
school in Nigeria at all?
Me? Yes, I did. Yeah, I did. I went to Ado Ekiti. I did, but
Ado Ekiti.
I didn't do youth.
What year did
I
you
went to
finish?
that's what I was trying to say. I didn't finish.
But what year were you in Ado?
I was in Ado up to 2021, 2022.
That means you are very young.
Sorry, 2022.
2002 or 2022?
2002. 2002.
That means you know Yetunde Adeagbo.
I might. I know Yetunde, but I don't know her last name. The dark lady.
No, I don't. Yeah, somewhere in between. Not too dark, not too fair. I think
she's in America, right? I saw her. I think it's not.
No, she's in the UK.
I know Yetunde. No, she moved to America. I saw her like last year. She told me she just moved down here. If it's the same Yetunde you're talking
Maybe
about.
It's a different Yetunde. Anyway, continue telling me.
Her last name.
Like I said, today is you people's day. Now me just get small idea here and there where I go to chip in.
Oh, my husband. So I've been knowing my husband ever since then, and we've been together. So it's been ups and downs. It's not like it's been that rosy. I won't lie. I won't say there's lots of ups and downs, but so the good thing is that I think he loves me more than I love him. so that really helped the situation. Um, so now it's beginning to make sense to me that maybe why? Because I was looking at it as real love. Maybe it's actually transactional. Do you think it's transactional?
I would not say your relationship with your husband is transactional. I'll just say there are some transactions inside. There's a transactional twist to it, but it's not 100%. There are some 100% transactional relationships. I will give you this, you will give me this. I will give you this, you will give me this. And sometimes transactional relationships are not bad. It's not all the time that they are bad, because we have an understanding and an agreement. It's like your office. They expect some deliverables from you. Chichi Obama, this is what you're going to do. This what, and sometimes you can work in the same office for 30 years. You understand what I'm telling you? So it being transactional in a relationship is not necessarily bad. It's just that, and sometimes the transaction is what keeps the relationship going.
I think so.
Sometimes.
You know what I agree with you back the phrase?
Yeah.
100%. You see that thing you said, that transaction is the thing that keeps it going, because it's very important. It's very important. And I've had the honor, let me not talk too much personal things for you, because I've had the honor to be able to date within our Nigerian community and date outside. You get, and frankly speaking, I see that it's more or less it's the quality of the woman or the quality of the man. For me now, I'm in a precarious situation because I am, unfortunately, or maybe fortunately, I'm in a high earning position. So it doesn't matter where the woman is from, whether she's Nigerian, whether she's white, whether she's black, or if it's the benefit of finances, whoever is with me is probably going to earn, except they are, for some reason, a high earner than I am. And so, with the topic you opened up, if I make mistake, go do benching outside, or if my woman make mistake, go do benching outside, and I vex, thought I don't want to again, let me go lose. Because you collect 50 and go. If she do her own, she collect 50, go. If she get picking with me, collect 50, then collect another something again on top of it for the kids. And she cannot, as long as she doesn't marry, I'm still going to be paying for those kids, and I'm still going to be paying her for at least for the next 10 years, alimony. And then
what side of, are you in the US or where?
Yes, ma'am, in the US.
You said 10 years. Oh, to the lady?
Yeah, to the lady.
Oh, okay.
So if she as long as she does not marry, So she can have another boyfriend. Now we decide not to marry her. She said she does not want to marry because she's getting free money for free. So it gets very difficult. It gets very difficult, and I've seen things already. This
So
my
do you think that's why you stay stuck with her, because even when you fall out of love,
so you don't want to get to that situation. So you're better off doing what's called a prenuptial agreement. And even though it's a controversial thing, because the moment you bring it up in a relationship that you want to talk to somebody, if you do it in Nigerian woman, you don't already profess say love no day before you even start. And so if you listen to some of these people that are talking, the truth is this: in this Western world, you are incentivized to leave your partner. You are incentivized. Like if they cheat, there's no tolerance for it. You guys
zero tolerance.
There's no tolerance. There's sort of a pride also, like a pride that's saying, "Oh, my husband cheated, so I left him. Oh, my wife cheated, so I left her." It's like the society is saying, "Leave, leave, 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 leave." And so, for that reason, most people so they are waiting for that moment. The moment they even suspect you. The good thing is, though, gratefully, by the way, it's a new law that's been passed, the federal law, and if you check it, you'll find it. It's actually legal now for anyone to intercept an electronic message. So that means if your partner checks on your phone and sees that you were talking to some girl, she must not talk about it, not even to a lawyer, because if she's going to confess already to a crime, which is she saw your message, you were messaging Melinda, and Melinda, how did you know I saw it on his phone? Why did you check his phone?
I have a question.
Go ahead, my sister.
Okay, so the question is, do you think prenup is like, should it be a part of marriage now? Or because when I was growing up, it wasn't this,
Now,
maybe I
now,
wasn't that
now,
exposed.
now.
I was
If I'm
young,
worth
so.
if I'm worth $5 million and you are a high school, you just finished uni, there should be a prenup. If me and you finish university together and we get married, I don't think there's the need for a prenup. But you met me or I met you already wealthy. Like say as you did like this, you're worth $10 million. You are a surgeon, for instance. You understand? I'm you met me at a car wash. I find I get muscle. You just fall in love. Say, oh, this daddy freeze. The boy two hands. There should be a prenup. You understand? Unless two equally yoked people get married, there should be a prenup. You understand? Because already you cannot tell me that my money did not influence the love you have for me. You cannot say it. Unless, for instance, I took 2 months off my work. I went to another city and started dressing like a nobody. You have no idea I was rich. Do you understand? And you fell for me and you were ready to marry me and you married me without knowing I had money. Then you can say no need for a prenup. But say you see me, I arrive, I come. Let me tell you, if me and doctor they toast you, they listen. Oh,
Better go for daddy first.
hold on.
Because
Me
doctor
and
go
doctor they toast you. I come visit you and your friends. I came in a Ferrari. I wore an Audemars Piguet. All your friends are sitting there. I took you to an expensive Chinese restaurant. I bought you expensive meals. On your birthday, I gave you an LV bag. And doctor, on he carry you and your friends go McDonald's, go chop. Yeah, do as a power rich. Your friends go they tell you, say, better follow that daddy freeze. Unless you do you understand? Even your friends go they chip in. Even your mama go they chip in. So the fact that one partner is wealthy will always make a difference. It is part of your deciding. If if you say, okay, I want to pick doctor, you will consider my money. It go run through your mind. That is why it is unfair for a woman wey no get anything, wey wan marry a man wey be millionaire, or a man wey no get anything, wey wan marry J-Lo or Beyonce. Imagine say Jay-Z leave Beyonce now. She come see this doctor, she say, she just like the way im head be, the way im head dey grow for one side, she just fall in love with am. You understand? Then make you come expect say make she no do prenup. Is wicked.
Yeah.
So normal me and you meet marry, as we come dey grow, I can't get money.
Well,
No
right.
need for prenup. If I
True.
sharp, I go hide some of the money from you normally,
True.
and you too go hide some of the money from me, especially when
Of
the
course, that one I
relationship is
know
not,
man now.
especially when the relationship is not 100.
Elizabeth Queen made Megan sign prenup.
Yeah, they had
Megan, as she love Harry Rich, they still make her Queen make am sign prenup.
They won't play.
You understand? So prenup is not a good thing and it's not a bad thing. It's a protection thing. It's insurance. Why should I
Right.
marry you? You
No, I was
not
in a
get
situation, sorry.
anything, and then you will leave me and take half of what I have.
And it can be vicious.
Now let me give you an
Okay.
example.
Let me finish.
Another
It doesn't take
argument.
everything.
Another argument is not what you have, is what you made from the day I met you. You met me a billionaire. Please, what transactions am I going to be doing? Is it kobo kobo or million? So imagine you met me, and 2 days later, my friends, where we don't be millionaire together, where we don't they hang out together, where we don't they drive aeroplane together, where we don't they do the things where we do together, come give me an offer that they would not have given me if I was poor. I now made another 10 million. You now say half of that one is your own. Nasty thief.
Yeah.
Nasty thief. Unless you facilitated that deal. Me, I don't believe that you are entitled to any of my money unless you facilitated the deal.
Now, you're
Now,
part of it somewhere now.
If you gave me peace of mind, it is now for me to decide. If you gave me peace of mind, you gave me a comfortable home, I can now say that, okay, you are leaving me. Make you no leave empty-handed. Take $1 million or take $500,000. What I'm supposed to give you is feeding the children. And once I see that you are using that feeding of the children to do me wayo, if you are telling me you want to be collecting $50,000 a month to feed children, you understand what listen, Donald Trump don't talk him. I talk him before. You see, me, I be prophet at the sea front. One day we had this same show. I said it that women don't turn this divorce to work. And Donald Trump don't come and say all that one
They've
go
weaponized
end.
it. They've weaponized it, sir. They've weaponized
Donald
it.
Trump talk him. Say he will fight it and make sure it comes to an end. That you marry a rich man and leave him does not entitle you to half of his money or half of his money from when you met him. They are reworking that whole thing.
Yeah.
So if Donald Trump can raise it, you see, there are some rules that you wonder that why do they even create these rules? It means some people they do them.
True.
There is a rule
Most people say,
there's a rule
yes.
somewhere that says if you sleep with a camel, do you understand? You will pay a certain fine. You come the one that say, why is there a rule about sleeping with a camel? Because people they sleep with camel. Do you understand? So for people to notice say this thing na problem that they use them update, then you have to understand that they are going to look into it.
No.
Right. Right.
That, you're right. Some of these people have actually weaponized this divorce thing. And, you know, I remember when I was dating at some point, we started talking about the idea of prenup. As we brought up the issue, of prenup, it became a matter of contention. So the thing about prenup is you can actually say exactly what you want to see in the prenup. So, for example, you can say that, okay, my husband, my wife, if you cheat, I take 50%. Or you can even say, if you cheat, I take 60%, you take 40%. As long as it's in the prenuptial agreement, it could be anything. You can even say, if you gain weight more than 50% of what you are, you will divorce and you will not take anything. Or so you can actually put anything into the prenup. It is.
I want to see the man will go sign say if he cheat, he go give the woman 60%. No be mumu they worry. I'm not saying it doesn't exist. I'm saying people can be foolish.
Yes. And so if people are self-confident in themselves, they should be able to go for a prenup regardless. If you think you're bringing value to the table, you should be able to go for a prenup regardless. And then prenup can have an end date. So that means even if you can have a sundown, like a sunset date. So that means you can have a prenup and say, okay, by year 15, this prenup is no longer valid. Okay, so that means you either review it or the prenup has ended, and if they want to leave, you split everything 50-50. Yeah. But honestly, sir, anybody talked about that I've seen so far, if you open the word prenup, they say you don't love me. That's meaning of you don't love. So, like Pastor Kenny will say, if you put prenup, it says if there's a fire in this house, if there's a window, you will jump. So I don't know.
Brother, have you signed one before? The way you're explaining.
Well, because I learned a lot about it just by the nature of the things that I've had to go through. I don't want to say everything personal because
Okay, I understand.
Good evening, everyone. Good evening. Good evening. Good evening.
Good evening, Samaria. How far?
Adele.
Okay. What are your thoughts? What are your thoughts?
Bring up now two-factor now.
Two-factor authentication.
That's what bring up.
Oh my God, Samaria.
Yeah, because as much as see, I'm not saying this because I understand. I say it's in last divorce no you go 419. But then, we don't do them. It's really unfair for someone to work very hard. Then out of the mood, somebody will just come, okay, and play the script just to go away with how much, percentage of their struggle and their life stress. It is very, very unfair. So am I a fan of prenup? Yes and no. Am I a fan of prenup? Yes and no. In the sense that, like I said, it's a two-factor thing. I said this because, see, they say how they say a clear mind fears no accusation.
No mosquito, I'm scratching too.
If you know you've come to stay for good, why are you afraid?
Mosquitoes.
Why would you have a problem with signing a prenup?
Pollen after rain.
So, Samaria, let me ask you a question. Are you saying that as soon as you get into the relationship, you start packing your evidence?
You start packing your evidence? How?
Like you start...
Okay, I see where you're coming from. I see where you're coming from. It makes sense too. Because there are things just like when they say DNA. Some people have a problem with it and start saying, you don't trust me, you do not trust me. First of all, why would you even get there with somebody that you're not too sure of? If you ever have a doubt, if you have to second guess yourself, don't even start. And then at an event, you decide to, or you see signs, or like, okay, it looks like this thing is going to go this way, that way. Protect yourself. Request for it. There are people that will have this. I mean, we are humans. We will always have that doubt. We'll always be like, the problem, like I said the other time, that rich people have is the same problem that beautiful women have in terms of making choices. Because the rich man is there, like, this person is definitely coming for my money. The fine girl is there, this one is coming to come and wench and disappear, or for my body. It's like, that's how it goes. Yeah, and to be honest, people always go to People will always meet other people for one reason or the other. Somebody's coming to you, they have a motive. No one is telling you, oh, I'm coming because I just saw you and I love you and I love your personality. Lie. Forget that thing. There's something you're loving about that person you're not being honest with. It's okay for you to say, okay, oh, I like you as an individual. Maybe I like your intelligence. I like the way you look. I like that you're, you business oriented, blah, blah, blah. I also like the fact that you're doing well for yourself. Because I love comfort. These are my dreams. These are things I wish to, get. And you already gotten there. That's okay. If the person likes you enough to bring you close to them, that's okay. But the idea of going without being honest is where it gets very scary. Because it's like you are hiding something. You are trying to pretend and act like you don't know this is why you're here. And then this person will see this and they'll be like, okay, if this is the case, then let's do it this way. Let's do it that way. Do you understand?
Yeah, I actually agree with you.
So in this case now, it is very scary. But
So start getting your case on time.
If you know that this is what you begin to think that, okay, this person is coming for one thing or the other, it's okay to bring up that conversation. Would you like to? What do you think about this? I think I will have a problem with somebody who just comes to me and then just goes straight to talking about opening up. But let's say you're not having a normal mutual conversation and then you bring it in and say, what do you think about this? I'll tell you, well, if you think this is it depends, because you as an individual, be honest with yourself, you wouldn't want to have all these properties tomorrow. Somebody will come and just rip everything just like that. You, my sister, you won't be happy about it. No one will say they were happy about it.
No.
Okay? So the beautiful thing to do is have this conversation with them. If they tell you it's something they would like, they're open to doing. But then, why would you want to do it? I've come to stay, give you their words. It's left for you to decide, okay, let's not go there. But if they tell you, why are you... Because the ones that have things at the back of their head will always be like, why are you talking about prenup? We've not even started. You're already talking about bringing up prenup, blah, blah. That kind of a thing.
But by the time it gets to prenup, that means you probably have some level of intention for that person to keep the person as your wife or baby mama or something. Yes.
Can I say something?
Sorry, say that one more time.
I'm sorry, let me cut you off.
You didn't hear me.
So,
I think by the time you get to the level of prenup,
sorry,
that means people are serious now. There must be so.
There are people that may you see, this is why I say
why would you bring prenup in an ordinary relationship?
Do you know there are people? Sorry, do you know there are people you'll be having let's say. Sorry, darling. Let me just answer this question, and then you can continue. There are people you may be having just a conversation with, right? Mm-hmm. Maybe let's say at the initial stage, early stage, before you people even get there, like they have just seen you, and you just call. Maybe you get on the phone, you talk about random things, talk about politics, life, with marriages and things like that, and then you bring up prenup. The way they will respond alone will give you an idea. Okay, should I fall in love with this person, or should I date this person, or continue? They may not buy this idea. And maybe because there are people who are very insecure. There are people who are very paranoid. They're very insecure. They always feel like you're coming for their property. So these are the things that I don't want to
think
get
of
into it
as an insurance. You drive a car.
You see, I tell people this all the time. When a woman or a man tells you, why should you ask for prenup? Don't you trust me? Where I know your mama from, where I won't take trust you. Trust is something earned. If me and you have been dating, let me give you an example. If me and you were dating for like 5-6 years.
But this level, there's no more earning. It's just protection. Everybody's...
the funny thing is, the people that don't even have jack, and they're talking about prenup. I thought prenups are people...
See, let me tell you something. Let me tell you something. I meet you. Hold on. I meet you.
You can't turn rich now. People they turn now.
It's insurance.
I meet you, and within 1 year, I marry you. Where am I getting the trust from? There's no way you can trust somebody in 1 year.
Yes.
Trust is something you build. Nobody should feel entitled to your trust. There are many people who will tell you, oh, I will do this for you. I promise to do this. And then they will still disappoint you.
True.
I agree.
So trust is not something that... Trust is
easy to
just say, oh, I trust you. Now something where we cook, we're done. Now they turn to trust.
I want to tell this story.
I know. Sorry, I know it hurts, right? I know it hurts for someone to tell you, look, if you and I are going to be together, would you be willing to sign a prenup? But I bet you, if you already have all these things going on for you, and yeah, if you already have all these things going on for you, and genuinely, because for me, also, if you ask me, I wouldn't want to get there and come out. That's why I called it a 2 ways. Okay? So I wouldn't want to go there and come out. So as long as you're a nice person and you're not willing to like buy me in that marriage, and you're telling me to sign a prenup,
You can make it work.
my dear, my sister, already I've decided, I made up my mind that I'm going there, and for me, I wouldn't want to go and come out. So if you're trying to like tell me, okay, this is how it's going to be, that's okay, let's get it going. I will sign.
Okay, I want to tell you one story.
You understand? Because I know my heart is pure.
Right. Okay, let me tell this story. I want to hear you people's opinion. We had this big auntie. The husband was not feeling too well. They had a life. They already have life insurance of about 750, but she went and increased it to 1 million. The man started raging that he wants to leave, that the wife is about to kill him. That why would she go and increase the life insurance without his permission? Blah blah blah. So to me, I was like, you're not feeling well. I mean, to me, I felt like it was a good idea. It was a big deal. They almost lost a whole marriage for that thing. The man got mad that she added extra 250,000 on the life insurance. I mean, she's still the one paying. You know, he's sick. So I was like, I don't say it, but the man took it so personal. So would you say that's his trust problem?
It's definitely a trust problem.
I would think they're having some financial problem related.
No, there's no financial problem. The husband is sick. The wife is, they're okay. You know, they're all very, very okay. The wife is still working. She's, she has her own thing going on. But she felt like the husband is sick, like this, the husband is getting sicker. So she added more money to the life insurance. The man found out. The man was so mad, like, So he felt like the wife was something, started calling people that want to kill. So would you call that? What would you call that? To me, I don't see anything wrong with it.
Smart move in Sabina's voice.
They almost lost their marriage. It was a big problem for that period.
By the way, just for my knowledge.
Who me?
Yeah, you.
Yeah, I am.
Wow, that's great. How long have you been married for?
25 years.
I need your blessing on people like me. That's great. How about you, sister?
No, I'm single.
Oh, single. Okay. How old are you?
Okay, they're saying the woman is dangerous. Why is she dangerous? I wanted that refuse to hear this story. No, they're saying the woman I was talking about that she's dangerous on comment section. I don't see why she's dangerous. She's trying to protect her whole family. I
think from your story, I guess.
Honestly, I don't know. I don't know why she would do a thing like that, to be honest with you. But I would think
do you think it's a bad thing? Do you think it's a bad thing?
I would think she was trying to play a smart one on the insurance company. At the detriment of, you know what I mean?
But the man, there's nothing. The man is still alive now. There's nothing wrong with the man.
She may not have thought about it other. We know women, sometimes we don't think, we just think straight. We just think.
The man, this thing happened like 5 years ago, but the thing is, the man is even still alive up to now. But it's already increased.
You never see the way you want to go marry old man, make you collect in property. You can't post and
you can't die. Now you can't buy it.
Now you can't buy before the man.
The man is still alive. There's nothing wrong. But the thing is that the man felt bad that, that I was like, Uncle, what is going on? I don't see anything wrong with this. This is like protecting the whole family in case anything goes wrong. He was mad that why would they go and increase?
Like, yeah, I would think, she didn't do well. It's one of those mistakes that women make without thinking about the implications.
Okay, what did she do? Tell me what she did wrong.
What she did wrong? Why would she do that without discussing with her husband?
So he's going to increase the money?
Yeah, she should have informed him at least. And why would she do that at the time that he was sick? Do you understand? They kind of play this foul game.
No vex, I beg. I go warm my fish where I want chop.
Yeah, you're good. Dave, I wanted you to hear this my little story and what you have to say about it.
Oh yeah, talk I dey wait.
Okay, there's this my big auntie here. The husband was sick at one time. So they had this I think she said 750,000 life insurance. So when the husband was sick, she added 250 to make it 1 million. Man, the man went bananas, like he went crazy. Going around telling people that the wife want to kill him, that there's something wrong.
Buy him.
Buy him, that something was wrong, that he doesn't want the marriage anymore. The thing was big deal. They had to, everybody was going and begging that, So the only fault I have with him, I have with her, why didn't she discuss the increase with the...
Say she no discuss him, she be bastard. You are cashing in on that situation. Now, my husband, this sick way you sick, let us increase our insurance money. Even that one, I go still worry. You won't buy me.
That's what the man was saying.
No. The man no get problem.
If he die, something. If he buy, somebody do him something. This one, this one will happen. This one, I was like, wow. I didn't see anything wrong with it, but he went crazy. But he's still alive.
It's very difficult to trust people, my sister. You can't trust even.
So it's a bad thing.
That woman, a bad woman. That woman, a bad woman. Yes, she had bad intention. It was not. See, tell him you go up him. No. Doctor, what do you think?
Certainly, it sounds like fraud.
Samaria, what do you think?
Yeah, I already told her it's wrong.
It's 100% wrong. Very, very bad wrong. Not just small wrong.
It's wrong. And at the time she did it, the fact that she didn't consent, she didn't let him know, inform him.
Well, she was the one paying. She was the one paying. She's the one that initiated. According to her, she initiated the first one.
Regardless.
But she's regardless. That person that she is married or she was married is not a wood. That's a human being, an adult. Husband to start with. Not even a child. Even if he were to be a child. The child still deserves to know. So she did wrong. But women now, they collect advice. They may have advised her wrongly, or she may have done that out of fear, or you never can tell. We don't know what she's up to. So
the idea of self-preservation is still the idea of self-preservation is still inherent in every person. Like, for example, when I'm going into a relationship, or if you're going into a relationship, even though you're thinking about your partner first, you actually went into the relationship thinking that you will be better because of this person to some degree, or you're thinking that life will be better in the future with this person in the future degree. So now, once that trust is starting to go away, then you start to isolate yourself and start to think more about yourself. Like, okay, let me secure my own future now. So that means insurance fraud, divorce, and let me quickly get a child.
No, they're still together. I don't think she meant it that way. They're still together. She just that maybe she thought the man was going to buy. And then she does.
She wanted to put the smart one on insurance, huh?
Secure the bag.
She don't want to play password on the insurance. Not even the husband. And the husband went bananas. He was mad.
Yeah, I'm told you that.
He was.
Yeah, I thought. I was scared.
Let me tell you, the only reason why the man is with her is because divorce is expensive.
So that you don't have to pay that much money for divorce. That's actually the whole idea of prenup, which means
they are old people. They can't go anywhere. Where they know it anyway.
So I would like you to do prenup. Please do prenup. If you're single, not you, Auntie, because you've been married for 25 years and God has blessed you married, that's a big deal.
But
I've been knowing my husband since.
There is no prenup. Brother, you're talking about do prenup. In as much as I said earlier, I don't have a problem with prenup.
When women and women have equal opportunities, where it's not actually a man's world anymore. It's still predominantly a man's world, but it's not really a man's world anymore. Women and men actually can do everything just right, and there is no real difference in how much men or women make. It is actually fair that you should protect what you've worked for, because even though they talk about prenup as saving your assets and stuff like that, it's still primarily to protect your finances.
What you have worked for, yeah.
That you've worked for.
You see, yeah.
So
in as much as I'm saying, okay, he's still talking.
No, go ahead.
No, go ahead. No, I thought you were done. Now I was saying in as much as the thing is, yeah, like I was saying earlier, in as much as I don't have a problem with prenups, there are people who don't know how to talk about it. The way you bringing it in a conversation. I mean, the manner, the way you bring it in also matters a lot. Okay? Because I mean, like we said, you're protecting yourself. She's protecting herself. Because it's not about you as a man. There are a lot of women out there doing well, doing better than men. Paying men are doing better than men. There are a lot of women are doing better. Paying men even child support. There are a lot of, do you understand? So it goes both ways. But then, the way you bring it in, moreover, like I also stated, outside bad behavior, we go feel make you say you don't want to marry again. You don't feel tolerate again. Yeah, it's also a two-way factor. Because if your intentions are genuine as a man and yours is genuine as a woman, you shouldn't be afraid of anything. You should tell yourselves, okay, we're here to make it work. At least if you remember that you're living there without anything, you sit up. You don't be focusing your mind on I'm done with this marriage. Properties or whatever it is you're going to live with won't be your main focus. Okay? But then there are people that you just meet out of the moon. You're just about to have a conversation, or they're already thinking, oh, I have this, I have that. If you and I are going to be together, we must sign this and that. The manner, the way you bring this up in a relationship and in a conversation matters a lot. Yes. That would tell if because there are people that will say, okay, I don't mind signing a prenup with you, and then you could go both ways tomorrow. Maybe because you had kids together, or because you were nice to them at the time you were married, they will still give you something despite the prenup. Do you understand? Somebody can tell you, you and I may not have had a good relationship. We may have had a good relationship, or we may have been good or great couples at the time, or we fell out of love for some reasons. For people that think they easily fall out of love, or maybe because you feel for one or two reasons you feel like, okay, we can't do this anymore. But you look back to the good side of that person. You say, I know we may have signed a prenup, but despite this, for this or for that, for this, I'm settling you with this. It can go both ways. So it depends how you bring up this prenup thing. I don't see it as a big problem. But when you meet people and start talking about prenup right away, you're a red flag. It doesn't matter if he's coming from a man or a woman. To be honest, yes.
And I don't hear.
Sounds like you're just out to protect. Maybe you're even there. We probably want to toil with that person's heart.
True.
Because if your intentions are genuine, even if you want to talk about prenup, it shouldn't be the first thing on your mind.
True.
Now, the truth, I don't know.
There's so many other things that are more important, than...
There's so many things.
Prenup.
I mean,
prenup is okay.
Don't get me wrong. It is important. But you don't want to start coming into somebody's life when all your focus is securing your bag or whatever you have going on. Do you understand?
Forget this table they turn. Somebody can be richer than you.
You can bring it up along the line. You can bring it up second. It must not be the first day. So if this is why you're coming, so why are you not coming? You should be by yourself and marry your prenup, marry your properties. Stay alone. If you have insecurity issue, then stay by yourself.
I kind of disagree with you, though.
Okay, tell me that.
And I'll tell you why. You see, if the two of us if you have something to offer, you want to protect that thing. You understand? Let it not be that inside this marriage, you're going to come and take this and I'll be left with what? Say I make mistakes, say I marry you. Now, as you are saying I should marry my property.
Why you call it a mistake? Why must that be a mistake?
Let me tell you something.
What you call your dog? Now, what your dog will answer? If you put your mind and focus your mind there, that's where it will go to.
Exactly.
Anybody will get something, whether not the man or the woman, protect that your thing. Marriage. Do you understand? Or marry somebody that has equal amount of money. If you get 10 million, you marry woman, we get 9 million. Problem no go day. Now, when you get 10 million, you can't marry woman when you work for McDonald's.
That's in a fact. They really, the financial part really helps if both of you are almost like same. They help.